Hello everyone and welcome to my cruise channel. Today we're going to talk about anything and everything to do in New York and New Jersey before you end up going on your cruise. Please keep in mind this is only a partial list, but before we get into all that, I must ask if you like this video, if you find it at all helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below. Alright, so let's get to it. So one of the first things I would definitely recommend is seeing the Statue of Liberty or the Empire State Building, both of which are featured in this picture. Now, these attractions are only open for a certain amount of time or a certain amount of days, so I would definitely go to each of their respective websites and check that out. The next thing that I hear, although I've never actually done it, is to see the 9/11 Memorial, and you can see this from the terminal. This is to commemorate the victims from the 9/11 attacks, and I believe you can also see Ground Zero from here. I'm not 100% sure on that, so I would definitely check into the dates and times for that as well. You might also want to consider going to Radio City and seeing the Rockettes, especially if you're there during the fall and winter months. Pre-pandemic, NBC Studios used to offer tours of Radio City, and you actually got to meet some of the Rockettes, so that was really, really cool. And it's something that I'm hoping to do again with Sophie in the future, if and when they decide to offer that back up. You might also want to consider doing some shopping in Times Square. Now, these are generally more upscale shopping, and the prices are definitely going to be a little bit more, but not too bad, especially if you know what you want to do. For example, my family and I would go to Macy's on 34th Street, or we might go to the Hard Rock Cafe. So as long as it's targeted and you budget for it correctly, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. Plus, you get to see where a lot of the movies and TV shows that were filmed there, and if you're lucky, you might actually get to see one of them being filmed. So it's really, really, really cool, and I can't wait to take Sophie there. You might also get to see where they drop the ball on New Year's Eve, which is quite a sight to see, I will say that, although I've never actually seen it happen on New Year's Eve. Now, you also might want to consider seeing a Broadway show. Now, this would require a little bit of research before you actually get to the box office. For example, if you were to go with a young family, you might not want to see a show that has more mature content, so you might want to research the shows themselves and see what kind of content is in there, and decide whether or not it's appropriate for your group. Now, there's also the half-price ticket office where you can go and see what shows are playing, and instead of paying, say, $80 a ticket, you could go to the half-price ticket office, and you might be able to get them for like $40, $50, somewhere around there. So while that may not save you parking for money for parking and things like that, that will certainly help out in the long run, and it's something that we do every single time. Now, the tickets are usually for that evening's show, so I would definitely plan ahead and see what times the shows are actually going to be shown during your time in New York, and see if that's even possible. And if it's not, then there's plenty of other things that you can do as well. We actually have taken those boat tours that go around Manhattan and things like that, which is really kind of interesting because you get to see a whole new side of Manhattan that can only be seen from the boats. For example, there's one, I believe it's under the Washington Bridge. I could be wrong on that. There's actually a lighthouse under the bridge, so it's really cool. And of course, you'll get to sail under the Verrazano Bridge, and it's quite a sight, as you can see here. and I'll see you on the other side of the clip. So that's our review of New York City and some of the things that we like to do as part of our family. Now, your taste may be a little bit different than ours, which is totally fine, as long as you do your research about what might be best for you and your traveling group. New York City has enough to offer anyone. So, like I said, if you like this video, if you find it at all helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below. And I will see you in the next video, which will be recommended to you right about now. So I hope to see you there. Bye.